Thanks for taking the time to talk with us. I know it's probably a difficult day for you, but how did you guys arrive at this point in which you're finally having to go under surgery?
So I had a few bad throws over the weekend and went and got an MRI this morning, and it was necessary to have surgery now.
How much worse has it gotten over the course of time since when you rested it in the off season and tried to play through it spring training in the beginning of this year?
Yeah, so I was pretty good through spring, and I was pretty good through the beginning, and then, like I said, this weekend I had a few bad throws that really irritated me, and went in and got it looked at, and we are where we are.
Irritated you in a physical sense, or irritated you that you couldn't throw the way you wanted to?
In a physical sense. It hurt, had some numbness, and it's time to go get it looked at.
When you hear this news now, when you know that you're going to be out for the remainder of this season, what does that do to you?
Yeah, I honestly don't know. It obviously sucks. Support your team as much as possible. You don't worry about them. We've had problems like this in the past. Next man up mentality, and that's where we go.
Which throw was it? Was it that relay throw when Jackson doubled and you had to make that relay throw?
That was one, and the double play earlier in the game was the one that really kind of hurt, and then the Jackson one followed it.
Would you do anything different as far as the treatment that you had during the off season and try to play through this? Anything different in your mind that you might have done?
No. Where I was last year was the right decision to do that, and it just didn't work out the way I was hoping it would.
When you were talking, this season about or in the off season about what to do, like what surgery options, did you know that Tommy John was a real possibility?
It wasn't really at the time. It would have kind of been almost unnecessary. It would have been a little forced, I guess is the right word. But it's necessary at the point we are now.
So when you went in to get the MRI this morning, did you think it could be this bad, or were you still thinking it was inflammation, clean out type stuff?
I was hoping for inflammation. It was hurting worse, but I couldn't tell if that was just from how recent it was. But you obviously don't hope for what it turned out to be, but I was hoping for inflammation.
How confident are you that now at least you have a definitive plan? The rest didn't work, the backing off didn't work, the injections didn't work. How confident are you that this is the final step and you know that at this point you'll be able to go through it and get healthy and get back?
Yeah, it's almost peace of mind now. There was no gray area to this decision. It was pretty cut and dry, and that's kind of nice as an athlete to now have a plan basically to go forward and just keep reaching goals instead of being unknown.
How much was the elbow limiting you and what you could do offensively and defensively before it got to this point?
I really don't think much. It kind of been like that before, so it was common to me. Obviously the last few days have been limiting in that factor just because of the pain, but other than that, I wouldn't say it limited me too much.
Knowing what you knew coming into the season, was this an emotional decision when you got the results from the MRI, or did you kind of feel like you knew that maybe this day might come at some point?
You always think about if the day would come. You always hope it doesn't come. Kind of accepted it now. It's just nice to know that it's finished, like she said. It's done with. There's no more decisions we make. It's just getting ready now.
Is your expectation that you would just be ready for opening day next year, or is it longer than that? For pitchers, it takes.
Yeah, I honestly don't know the answer to that one. I don't know too much about the surgery or how long it takes, so just kind of going to take it step by step, I guess, is the right way to think about it.
What parties came together to come to this decision for you?
So I was on a conference call this morning with Dr. Elatrosh, training staff, Doc, and Farhan, and it was, like I said, it was pretty cut and dry. There was no gray area to what the right decision was.
So they just tell you you're getting surgery?
My arm kind of told me that one. There really wasn't another way to go. It was pretty simple that surgery was needed.
When was the last time you had an MRI before this morning?
Last offseason, when I went in after the year.
And as far as the comparison between today's and that last one, no comparison as far as the damage?
Yeah, it's much worse. It's much worse.
Is it full tear?
I don't exactly know what the full amount was. They just told me that surgery was pretty much what's needed.
And so when you did have that MRI last offseason, I mean, did they present Tommy John surgery as even remotely possible?
No, like I said before, it was like it would have been a forced thing. It wasn't the right step to just go ahead and do it. It was still in that kind of middle ground where the first step should have been rehab and see if you can recover and take some time off and be all right. And unfortunately, that didn't work.
Did you try any alternative treatments at that point?
No, just stuck with what they told me to do and did it. And I felt better, like I said, than just one bad throw and changes everything.
Corey, you've had a back issue, shoulder, elbow. During this process, do you think you might have discussions or thoughts about position change at all?
No, not at all. Right now it's just kind of trying to get back to being able to throw and move around and basically just get back to playing baseball. Not anything about changing positions.
So you don't think that will factor into this process?
No, not at all. Not at all.